Look out, here she comes. Woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know.
Good morning. Are you ready for a day? We're having ourselves a day. How did you sleep? Are you still sleeping? It's time to get up. I know, I'm with you.
Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind.
What are you doing? Here you go.
Just the two of us.
I'm ready to go. All right, no, we gotta go. Come on, in the bus, let's go.
Try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before.
So we were on our way out of this camp spot and we're driving down this dirt road and just noticed that our fridge wasn't latched, but that's not true because I did latch it and she latched it and double checked it before we left. It turns out that the latch actually came out of the wall. So now we have to rig this up as quickly as possible because we're parked on the side of the road here, and hopefully we can get this to not fly open while we're driving here. See what we can do.
The problem with this is that the fridge is heavy. It's gonna pull on this door, and I use bungee cords usually to hold stuff shut when things are flying open, but something with elasticity is gonna pull and it's not gonna hold something that weighs this much. So Piper's leash is not elastic, it should hold a little bit better, and if we go slow, I'm hoping that it doesn't put too much stress on this door because it could pull the door right out of the, cabinet there. So hopefully this holds. We're gonna try to take it easy on the turns, and then it'll be stop number 2 on things I have to fix today. So we got another mile maybe down that dirt road before the leash setup that I put together started pulling the screws out of the door in the upper cabinet. I should have not done that. I should have just stayed back here like I ended up doing. I just sat in front of the fridge and held it in place until we made it to town. And as far as the fridge goes, that latch is a little bit loose, which allows the fridge to kind of do a little bit of forward and back, and that back and forth motion has pulled those screws loose over time until eventually they just pulled straight out of the wood. So I think the screws we had in there were probably a little short anyways, so we're gonna go get some longer screws, and that should really solve that problem. It's not that big of a deal. So fortunately, no real crisis here, just a couple of extra little fixes to add on to our to-do list today.
This laundry chute is packed.
Piper's
Are you gonna come help me? There's a bag down here somewhere. I'm gonna have to take most of this out to get to the bag. Piper, help me. Help me do laundry. There's my bag.
Found it. The visual imagery here is really amusing. The laundry looks bigger than you.
I think we're at capacity.
See you later.
I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind.
Piper has a little bit of separation anxiety. We have never been able to successfully leave her alone without her totally freaking out. This is not just in the bus, it's been her whole life, pretty much, since we adopted her. We are currently working with a trainer to try to rectify that issue, but it's a long, slow process for a whole bunch of reasons, and part of the training protocol is to never leave Piper alone until she's comfortable being alone. Which means we have to do laundry in shifts, and we have to do pretty much everything in shifts. Only one of us into the grocery store, only one of us into the gas station, only one of us into the laundromat. So Greg took his stuff inside. I'm gonna hang out here and maybe try to fix this stuff. I found some extra screws lying around. Maybe I can get our fridge and our overhead cabinet back together here. So I think I'm gonna make an attempt, and hopefully I can get that fixed, and then we'll have one less thing to do while we're running around town all day. What are you doing with my shoe? What are you doing with my shoe? Stop it! Stop it! What are you doing? should be perfect in theory. I would like to think, looking at this, that this will actually be a really nicely sized screw for this situation, but I guess we're about to find out if that's actually true. Hey, that's perfect. Boom. I almost never get an easy win, but look at that. Boom. Boom. Wait, that's hilarious because it's not an easy win. It doesn't line up anymore. Hold on. A couple of minor adjustments and that is fixed. That took probably 10 minutes. That's about as easy as it gets in here. So the fridge is fixed. Still gonna work on this overhead cabinet door, but Greg is back, so it's my turn to go put some laundry in.
She will never know.
Laundry's in. Let's take a look at this door. It's not great. Thinking. We just try to stick a 1-inch screw straight in here. Shit, we're gonna do this by hand. All right, that's a good start. It looks like a 3/4 inch screw, so I think my inch screws should hold. And I hope they do, because that's all we have right now. Right, that's the problem, you know? Need something to hold it open. I'm not tall enough for this job. Maybe I'll get my stuff. Should help. Oh yeah, better. Perfect, your timing is impeccable. Perhaps you can hold this for me. I'm gonna need to move a little bit more. Oh no, the wall. Why? Why would it hit the wall now?
It's not in the same spot.
Oh, right.
Just gotta loosen them
Right.
and then shift it over a touch. Don't, yeah, that's probably good. Just enough to
Yeah, I
move it
gotcha, I
over
gotcha.
a millimeter.
Aha!
We're just knocking stuff out today.
That we broke an hour ago.
Try to let her go because she won't be mine.
Okay, laundry is done. What time is it now? It's 1:16. We got here at like 10 in the morning. So it's taken us 3 hours to do laundry. That's terrible. But the good news is that our Amazon package arrived about an hour ago. So we can go get that and fix the lock on this door finally. But first, we're gonna run over to FedEx and pick up the package we have on hold. That's the easiest way for us to get mail while we're out here, is have somebody send a package to hold for pickup at, you know, a UPS, a post office, a FedEx location. And then we just go and pick it up. So we're gonna go over to the Walgreens, over literally across the street from here, where the FedEx pickup is in Sedona, then to the Amazon locker, and then probably back to this parking lot to finally fix our door. Lots more to do. We are not even close to being done today.
You are like gold dust over me.
Door lock secured. Hopefully this will be the once and for all fix for this door, because to be honest, not having a door lock or a door handle for the last several days has been very annoying.
So this is the box that came out of our door. As you can kind of see, it's set up for a lock to go in it. This is the brand new deadbolt. I just test fit it and it does fit. That eliminates the problem we were having with the other deadbolts that we bought from the other Home Depot. So literally all I have to do is put all the pieces together and rivet it back into the door. So this shouldn't take that long, but don't quote me on that.
Nope, you're not. It's broken.
We managed to break 2 drill bits attempting this repair. They're not metal drill bits. It's a kind of a risk we had to take because we weren't trying to go buy and carry around a set of extra drill bits to do this job. So the Ace Hardware, the only hardware store in Sedona, is about a quarter, maybe a half mile up the road. So Greg is gonna walk there and buy us some more drill bits so we can finish drilling out the rivets on the back side of this door. Meanwhile, I'm gonna assemble this and try to get it all back together so that all we have to do when Greg gets back is drill these holes out, and then we should be able to rivet the last couple pieces into place and be done. We need the deadbolt to go, I believe. Like that, on the inside. On the inside, it's this piece. This piece goes on the inside. So this piece goes on the outside. Secret passcode. Boom. Boom. Lock assembly is back together. I'm gonna rivet this piece on, and then I'm gonna look at the outside and see what those rivets look like before we continue moving forward here. I'm not strong enough to rivet, so Greg's gonna finish off the front here.
These are the most important ones.
They are.
They're on the outside.
Boom. It doesn't line up, and I'm not really sure why. I don't fully understand. This is the way it should be installed.
So the problem we're having is this box that's inside here has these 4 holes.
It's backwards. Neither of us noticed. This is backwards. This is the part that goes on the outside. We're trying to put this on the inside. It's never gonna line up because this is supposed to go on the other side of this hole. Oh, we gotta take it all out and do it again. One more time. Here we go. I don't know how we didn't notice that. Neither of us caught it.
Because we're not that smart.
This is actually the part that goes inside. We had the whole thing installed backwards. That's what we get for not being careful. So we're trying to flip everything around now. Put the lock back in. Put all the rivets back in that we have with this piece on the front, which would be the correct way. And then, in theory, now that we're going on, I think, hour 3 of this repair, we'll be done. Look at that. Now it's lining up. Let's get this riveted in and be done with this job.
It's happening!
I'm so tired.
Look at that.
We can get rid of the bungee cord.
Yay, no more bungee cord!
The door is fixed. The door is finally fixed. It's 4:30. We've been doing laundry and fixing this door for like 8 hours. This is horrible. This has been a terrible day. But it's fixed and the laundry's done and everything else that we broke is fixed. We're gonna go get dinner now. We ordered from a Mexican restaurant up the street. Now that we can lock the bus safely, we can both walk up there and go get it, and then we will drive and go find a camp spot back kind of out where we came from this morning for our last couple of days in Sedona before we go somewhere new. I'm starving. The food is ready. We're gonna go now.
Time, space. Don't let me darken your front door. That is not what I came here for. Do you still carry all that weight? Don't need an answer, just need a debate.
We just cleaned that.
Yeah, dig, 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 dig. See if you can make it to China. See if you can make it to China. Today has been the longest day in a while, but it was definitely a much needed day. It's definitely a very real representation of the kind of days that more often than not happen living this lifestyle.
Something we get a lot is, what do you guys do all day? A lot of people we know ask us that question. I think they assume that, you know, because our lifestyle is non-traditional and that means we have a ton of free time. And some days that's true. And don't get me wrong, we have lots of amazing days. We go really amazing places. The pros absolutely outweigh the cons, or we obviously would not live this way. But then there's days like this. A lot of the time there isn't a lot of free time because there's so much moving and so many different logistical things involved in doing simple tasks like laundry or fixing your doorknob. But again, we wouldn't live this way if we didn't think it was worth it. It's just every once in a while you have to be exhausted and go to bed at 8 o'clock and try again the next day.
So from here, I think we're just gonna hang out tonight and pretty much go to bed very, very soon, I think. I think both of us are pretty whipped. That also might bring us to the end of this video, so thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.